Painting has experienced something of a renaissance in the art world recently. It has been fueled in part by the distinctive talent of a new generation of young painters. Their styles vary widely, with influences ranging from abstract expressionism to photorealism. What's happening? Is there a movement? Is there a trend? Or is it simply that at the end of this decade, there's just more focus on painting? Take a shot at that.
Perhaps not just the end of the decade, but it's corny, but the end of the century.
Yeah.
I think that may be something to do with it. I don't think, there isn't a movement, I don't think. There's a hell of a lot of painting going on. I think more than there has been for quite a long time. But that it's something that sort of happened quite naturally. And I didn't really see it coming, but just became aware over the last year and a half that more and more shows that I was seeing in New York, it was becoming far more common to walk in and see paintings in an.
Balenciaga's up next. Tell you all about it in 60 seconds. Like many houses of late, Balenciaga presented both its menswear and womenswear together. They walked around a giant towering central mountain of colorful graffiti, which held quite a few clues about this collection. Firstly, there were the colors of the tags. Day glow and fluo has become the color trend of the season, and Balenciaga has it in spades, worth everything from second skin menswear turtlenecks to wrap dresses, leggings, and pleated skirts for the ladies. Then there was a number that was scrawled into the side of the mountain. It was repeated on the front of a handful of menswear shirts, and if you called the number, you got connected to the Balenciaga hotline, where, if you're like me, you were asked a series of personal questions. And finally, the actually imposing size of the mountain was echoed in the impressive, voluminous outerwear that closed out the Balenciaga show. And with each passing look, became more and more exaggerated, to the point that it was hard not to think of that famous scene in Friends when Joey wears every single stitch of clothing he owns. Or perhaps it was a comment on the nomadic life of so many displaced people living in the world today. After all, the show did include logo tops to support the World Food Program.
The camera renders everything so sharply. Well, what you see behind me is the edit for Good Morning America Volume 4. So I've been working in the States since 2012. I've now worked on this project. I've worked in 49 of the 50 states. So I've travelled extensively in the country. It will be the result of over 2 years of my life spent in the States. Nothing else I've done has come close to the amount of time that I would have put into this. I really explore.